I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a
All
novice.
right.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
Yep.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone, but he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally.
Yep.
I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
No, definitely not.
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods.
Burdened.
Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monks' robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance.
Great. Boom.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Yeah. Almost done.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Omnipotente, all powerful. Who is PIOS?
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
It's like, go on.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
I think I'm gonna like this PIOS dude. I don't know why. Got a feeling.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for prompting me doing the rites.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea.
Now they have
what to do.
other names.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
So maybe this is not the one.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Yep.
Service.
Monks and monastic life.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
The food's definitely gone downhill. I remember back when
This
we
is
ate
the
like
garden,
kings.
a place for silent contemplation and meditation.
You'll see, things will get better.
Centuries
as you
ago,
have it.
this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers,
I've read one of the
Saint
manuscripts
Procopius.
copied by one of the novices.
His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices.
Really? It's a lie.
So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say.
You're gonna beat me.
This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts,
Expect a switch punishment, but I already told you about that. Whatever. Let's hope my game will not crash.
the library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. read books here. We also copy them. You, too, will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty. But tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
Yeah, indeed. I'm looking to get hold of some lockpicks. Really? Shit. Man.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
Well, I just came in here.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Right.
Will you tell me something about
Already
yourself?
told
There's not much to
him.
tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose
Perfect life.
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
Well, he already told
Who
me.
would you choose as the new abbot if you could?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote? Gregor, don't go poking your nose into other people's business. You'll sleep better at night.
Wait, we need to talk. Stop. Mate, wait up. Talk with him,
What do you desire?
Brother Gregor. Alright, so if he was like a bandit, that's a smart approach. I want some lockpicks. And if he was a bandit, he could tell me like, man, sure, I can give you some.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask Brother Celerius. They say he used to be a thief.
I'd like to ask you something. Who's in charge?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. and soon enough, someone else.
Alright.
I see.
Well, let's...
Who's in charge?
Truthfully,
Are there already...
brothers John and Nevlas, but the others have been fighting like dogs because of them. We don't have...
Why can't novices
Why
vote?
can't novices vote?
They say we don't have enough experience to decide about anything. Don't worry.
Why is who wins so important?
We're young and we'll spend the rest of our lives here. And the abbot decides everything about our lives. Didn't it ever occur to you how powerful he is?
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He's what they call the provost. He'd like to bring back solemnity to the monastery through reform and by returning to pure faith. A lovely idea, but most of the monks are against it.
Interesting.
This John, who is he?
A circator, and really just an unpleasant old man. It's mostly the older brothers on his side, because they believe he'll protect the status quo and all the benefits that come with long service here.
Alright.
That's all. Thank you for your time, brother.
I think I'm gonna do an episode here as well. Man. Did he save my game? Did it? Yeah. Well, game crashed. So, need to find out what the problem is.
Charles the Fourth.
Charles the Fourth, indeed. Alright, more settings. J quality, lighting particles, shader, motion blur. I'm gonna disable it. So the problem it's not. Oh man, now I can't save the game. But actually I can save the game after I do a few potions.
Welcome, brother.
Blah blah blah.
Thank
You...
Would you... Let's go.
remember one?
Alright, come on. Live stream on. Prompt. No. About. Well. Alright. So let's hope it's not gonna crash again. Come on, mate. Come on, come on. You can do it. I know you can. Come on. Come on. Well, let me help you. Let me help you.
Pay more attention.
Right. So where did you go?
Come now, I don't want to still be showing you around at midnight.
Alright, good.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours.
Right.
Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me?
Yeah.
To appreciate sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
Today's food. What do they do in that kitchen? They keep the tastiest morsels
Pay more
for
attention,
themselves and
buddy.
give us the slop that's left over.
Come on, mate. Do I need to push you?
In a rush.
And the wine.
Why such
Right.
haste? I want to still be showing you around at midnight.
Right.
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
Yes.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and
Not
above us
boring
all,
as
the
well.
prior and the cicatas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous.
What you doing, mate? Come on.
In a rush to pray,
Nope. Where are we going?
in a rush to pray,
Nope. Come on. Torch. That's stealing. Ready to go. Where the heck did he go? Uh-huh. Nope. The library. Where the heck is the library? I think he's somewhere here.
in a
Yo,
rush to pray.
wait up. Wait up, mate. Wait up. Yo, bro. Wait up.
Talk to me, brother.
Oh, no.
I need to make a
I
confession.
didn't want to do that.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators and make sure they get the punishment they deserve.
Punishment? Do you intend to punish them here, in the monastery?
I
No.
don't know yet. I'm still just on their trail. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok.
He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books.
Mhm.
The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought. Thanks for your help, and please don't say a word to anyone.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
Maybe he is the one. You never know, man.
Will you tell me something?
There's not much to...
So,
Blah 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 blah.
I'd like... Who? Are there...
Yeah.
Tom?
Already saw this. If you
Tell me
follow
something
the
about
latest
Work,
episode.
What are the... Who's...
True.
Are they all... This... Tom... What? Why? Who's in charge of...
True.
I see. Who would you...
Why should I even think about that when...
Dude. We're not finished yet.
I'd like to ask...
Now, yeah.
Well, that's all.
Okay, brother. I need a freaking lantern or something.
Why such hate? Slow down. Pay more attention, brother.
Come on. Anything in here? Can't see shit. Ouch. Come on. I need that torch. Nothing.
Novices have no business here.
Alright. Fine. But I'm hungry. Feed me. Set. So, no candle, no nothing. Now I know, so... Boom. Can I light something up? Drop. Okay. Great. So now we can see where we're going.
What's that you're carrying around? And why? What is that? And where did you get it?
Lol.
What's that you're carrying?
What's that you're carrying around? And what?
Oh hell, man. He's like, did you steal that shit? Give it back. Lol. Well, move. I'm gonna leave the torch. They were like, everybody was like, what the hell are you doing? Why do you have that thing on you? We didn't give you anything. You should be poor. My daily schedule? What is it? I should go to sleep. Bravo novices. The following schedule describes the daily activity we shall attend to the first year in Monastery. Years. Learning discipline are in the cornerstone upon which our seminary is built. Any violation of the schedule, the smart, shall be disciplined by the punishment of solitary confinement. When it is meditation that you seek, prayer and study can be substituted for food and sleep. 3 a.m. Start of the day. You're freaking crazy, dude. 3 a.m. My god. 4 a.m. Morning prayer. No food. I mean, start the day and then you go pray. You don't need to eat. 6 a.m. Common meal. 8 a.m. Work in the factory, assigned by Brother Neverless. 12 noon, work in the library, assigned by Brother Librarian. 4 p.m. afternoon worship. 6 p.m. Vespers common supper. 7 p.m. compline free time before retiring. 9 p.m. rest and nighttime curfew. Jesus Christ be praised, Father Demetrius, prior. Boy oh boy, so let's see what's the time. 9. Well, I should be sleeping at this hour. So, let's go sleep. Yeah, neglecting my schedule.
You're right. It stunk like a wine barrel in there. And it's not the first time.
It's a mystery, but one that'll be soon solved. It's a wonder the prior doesn't check everyone's breath in the morning. Then he'd soon get his man.
Hey you.
Peace be
Siskin.
with you, brother.
What you doing, Siskin?
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although, it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Purgatory.
Soon enough.
So, I don't think Siskin is the one. Although, he told me that he's educated, this pious dude. No, hell no, I'm not
Will
gonna
you tell
tell
me
him.
something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Are you?
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me.
Man, what a
I've
bad
no
luck.
head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
Johnny, night. Searching for us. You don't have come here if you didn't want to.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
But I don't care about the money. But maybe I should care. It's like you're in freaking prison. You need money, you need cigarettes or something, I don't know. I saw so many movies with that type of thing.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can.
Get out.
I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
That's a lousy plan, man.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself.
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices.
Antonius.
Tell me about Antonius.
Well, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
That's all. Who would you elect up?
Most likely Nevlas. He's a fine fellow and he seems honest. But, truth be told, the monastery will still be a monastery no matter who's in charge. If you really want to talk more about it, ask Antonius. He seems to have taken an interest.
No, I shouldn't tell him. He could lie. I'm still curious about this stash of yours. Nah, I don't care about the money.
Will you tell me something?
Look, nothing against you.
Very well.
Thank you.
Already know. P Gaming, hello. P Gaming, what you doing, man? Well. Dropped again. Crashed again.
Charles the Fourth.
Oh man, didn't freaking save my game. Damn it. I forgot to disable some stuff.
Welcome, brother.
Right.
Blah 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 blah.
Would you? Let's go then.
Follow.
Alright, let me disable some stuff. Object quality, game reflex, lighting, particles, physics, post-processing, vegetation, volumetric effects. Well, let's try low. What else? Water details, no. Shadows, let's try low. Shadows and volumetric effects. Let's see if this is the problem for my game crash.
Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Great. Well, come on. Show me. Yeah, he's trapped.
Come now, I don't want to still be showing you around at midnight.
Alright, great.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. You rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Okay, great. What else?
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
The music change.
These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren.
Need to go in there.
Above us monks are the prior and the cicadas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry.
Yeah.
Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous.
I'll bet they keep the faithful closest to themselves and give us the slop that's left over.
The food's definitely gone downhill. I remember back when
Come on, mate. Stop turning around.
Slow down. In a rush to pray. In a rush to pray. Why such haste?
Jeez, man. Good check game.
In a rush to pray.
Well, there are some bugs, but the game is really good, man. I love it. Come on, go up. Go up the stairs. You can do it.
Slow down, brother. Pay more attention. Pay more attention, brother. Slow down, brother.
Look.
Pay more attention. Watch your step, brother.
Brother, come on. Come on, mate.
In a rush to pray. In a rush to pray.
No. Not here. Alright, he teleported upstairs, I believe. Nope. Where did you go? Ah, here you are.
Pay more attention. Why such haste?
You're still here? Where did you go? Where you go, bro? Where you go, bro? Where did he go? Well, I know he went out somewhere.
I'll leave you to your own devices.
Aha, here you are. No, I'm interested. I'm interested. Oh well. Come on, let's talk. I'm not going to bed. Yet. Let's talk, and
What
quickly.
troubles you? I'm no priest.
Ah, shit, I shouldn't tell him.
Someone who, perhaps I know.
3. No.
Maybe.
Don't fret.
Will you tell? I'd like. Who's true?
I hate this. I need to do it all over again. Blah 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 blah. Maybe it's not important.
Tell me something. Tell me. What? Who?
Boom. It doesn't. It doesn't really matter.
In a rush to pray?
Nope. I'm not in a rush to play. I'm in a rush to play, not to pray. So where was that? Here. Some belladonna, please. No? Damn it. No belladonna. Well. 6. This is the whatever. Read. I need some belladonna to make some potions to save my game. because if he's gonna crash again, well, that's gonna be bad. Anyway, I should be sleeping, but who's this? Siskin.
My name's Gregor.
You can call me.
Did you say Purgan?
Tell me something about yourself.
Will you
Blah,
look?
blah, blah, blah. Are you hiding? Blah, 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 blah.
But no. What?
That's all I wanted.
Please.
Searching for PIOS. I think this is PIOS. No. I know how to find PIOS. He loves to play dice.
How is it that I'd be in? Tell me. Oh. That's all. Who would you with? I'd like to ask. Well, that's all.
Thanks, brother. Bro. Thank you, bro. No. Anyone watching? Some cheap wine? Yeah, sounds good to me. Whoops. They see me. They'll be like, what are you doing here? Go sleep. Now is Lucas. Well, let's go sleep.
In a rush.
Yes, in a rush. So we need to wake up at 3 o'clock, right? Sleep and save. Ah! I forgot about this sleep and save thing. But I don't know which one is my bed. So I'm gonna choose this one until 3. Only 6 hours. 3 a.m. waking up. Wake up at 3 a.m. Damn, man. That's like really bad. Starve until 6 p.m. a.m. Everybody's sleeping. Come on, wake up. It's time to wake up, boys. Everyday labors. Oh, great. Can't see anything. 3 a.m. Start of the day. 4 p.m. 4 a.m. Morning prayer. What? Morning prayer? No idea where. Good.
Oh, shit. Sod off.
I don't think it's this one. Siskin already talked with him. Well, I don't want to kill PIOS. Come on, man. Go to know the other novices. Go to bed. I did that. Well, maybe, let me see. Maybe I didn't sleep in my bed. Nope, it saved. So which one is my bed? Maybe this one, or it doesn't matter, I think. I don't have a lockpick. Oh, but I know what to do. I could go in. Ah, I can't access my my horse. I was like, let me access my horse and get my lockpicks. But nope, they thought of everything. I have a lockpick, of course. So, where do we do the prayers? A bed here. No, I can't see anything. How can I lockpick a lock without the lockpick?
Salve Domine.
Noroc să trăiești. Hello there, monk.
Praise be to Christ.
I'd like to ask you,
Ooh, man, that's a lot of
who's in
reading.
charge of it?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good Lord will bless him with many more years of life.
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then we elect a new.
Are there any candidates to be?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Nevelus. Cursed elections. Since the brothers began talking about them, there's only been strife in the monastery. On one side are brothers who'd like to see John as abbot, on the other those who support Nevelus. And they seem to be capable of fighting about it forever.
Great. Tell me about
Tell
John.
me about John.
Johnny.
John is a Circator and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crozier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
Wait a minute. Need to close the window. Okay. Tell me about
I'd like to
Nevelus.
know about Nevelus.
Nevelus manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
Why does it matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own comfort than with worshipping God. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and each side has its own candidate.
Interesting.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of them...
Are there risks among the
Are
brothers
there ever any
here?
disagreements?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are...
Blah blah blah.
Tell me something about...
The old abbot is practically on his deathbed. There are two candidates. Half the monastery wants John, the other half Nevelus. And there's no chance they'll come to an agreement. But you've probably already noticed the atmosphere.
Tell me something about...
Prayer, work, obedience.
Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, St. Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules which we still follow today. They're read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We're fully devoted to serving God.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just
Worms.
as blue and the grass is just as green.
Yeah.
Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged.
I'm interested in the monastery.
It was founded by St. Procopius 500 years ago.
Found it.
After his death, heretics occupied the place for some time, but then the order was restored and brothers of the true faith returned.
Heretics, you say?
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals in a language foreign to God. They were driven away and their books burned.
But not all of them.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior and the sub-prior, the librarian, the porter, and many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators. They're the ones who maintain discipline and punish bad behavior.
What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yodok is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager, perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
Can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You have everything you need here.
Exactly.
Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight, so no one can get in or out.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Definitely Nevlas. Although he's young and less experienced, his heart and intentions are pure.
Well, that's it. It's almost 4, so we need to go and pray. Well, I'm neglecting my daily schedule. Really. I'm not.
Why such haste?
Where's the prayer room? Is it in here? Yep. So I should be here. Everyone should be here, so let's wait for them. One hour? Yeah. A life of prayer.
Salve Domine.
Yes, yes. Monk. Prior. He's gonna be like, shh, shut up. Concentrate.
We're at mass.
Yeah. Well, who do we have here? Novice Lucas. What are you hiding, friend?
This is not a good time for questions.
Alright.
What's your step? Slow down, brother. Slow down, brother.
So it's singing, not praying. Wait. Morning prayer. Common meal. Look how beautiful it just was so dark outside and now lightened. was missing. Lucas, Tonias, Sugar. Someone is missing. Someone is missing.
What's your step, brother?
Siskin is missing. Good game. Yeah, man, I mean, I've never seen a game like this in my life. The detail they made, it's insane. I'm gonna do an episode with just staying in this church and listening to these dudes singing, because it's freaking amazing. Amen, brother. So Siskin is missing. He might be the one I'm looking for.
In a rush to pray?
In a rush to pray?
Yes, I'm here. Right. Cicada's table. Check game. Yeah. Look how I'm not even using the whole shadows. It's at the lowest, so it's gonna look a little bit weird, but I don't care. Come on, you're not done, right? It's monk, so the circuitous are these dudes with the hood on, dirty.
Can't you see we aren't mad?
It's almost time for eating, and I'm hungry. Oops. Oops, he saw me.
Brother?
Hello.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Apologize.
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately. It will never happen again.
Really?
Like praying.
Fine then. This time I will forgive you. But next time you'll be punished just like everyone else.
Can't you see we're at mass?
Well, I was right here, man. I just stepped to there. So I'm doing this like in the book. I'm not neglecting. Come on, it's almost 6. It's worse than prison, man. If they see you don't do your, well, chores, they're gonna bitch slap you. Alright, so it's 6. It's time to eat, so let's go eat. Come on, friends. I'm hungry. Come on. Come on now. Come on, or I will start dancing. Come on. Come on. Come on now. Alright. Let's go and eat. Maybe some of them are gonna get drunk. Eat with the others. Eat the others. Eat the others. Get it? Tudor. Come on, brothers. Move it. Move it now. Don't have all day. Dude, I'm going.
The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the spirit of silence. Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute and was humble, but kept silence even from good things. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment make us avoid evil.
Actually shows you how it is, man.
Since the spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely be.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
I'm interested in the other novices.
But as for coarse jests and idle words or words that move to laughter,
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is alright. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Well, he's always got a smile on the new friend, but I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
This very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only.
Sounds like you don't have much time for him.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think of it,
me neither.
I haven't seen him at morning prayers for a while.
Not necessarily with his lips, but simply in his heart. Then even though he
What can you tell me about...
Oh, he's always got...
Praise
I'm surprised he hasn't been...
who sees that his heart is murmuring, and far from gaining a reward for such work as this, he will incur the punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfaction.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Who would you vote for as the new abbot if you could?
Why do you care? We don't have the right to vote, so we shouldn't get mixed up in it.
I'm just interested, that's all.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not our place to get involved. It's enough that Antonius is mixed up in it. Don't you start too.
I'd like to ask you something about them. Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially Abbot Peter, and soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
Are there already candidates to be the new abbot?
Brothers John and Nevlas. But the others have been fighting like dogs because of them. We don't have to fight about anything though.
Why can't novices vote?
They say we don't have enough experience to decide about anything.
It's true.
Don't worry. We'll get our chance.
Why is who wins so important?
We're young and we'll spend the rest of our lives here. And the abbot decides everything about our lives. Didn't it ever occur to you how powerful he is?
him more is
Well, that's all.
Let him make no distinction
Alright,
in the monastery.
bro.
Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but, since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Silo, the well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold, hard, proud, and disobedient characters he should curb at the very beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written, "The fool is not corrected with words." And again, beat your
Shit, I've been poisoned.
will deliver his soul from death.
What the hell, dude?
Saint Benedict, readings on the spirit of silence.
What the fuck? Who poisoned me?
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
Lol, dude.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things.
So he is the
It
one.
wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him.
So Antonius
So
was
they
the
sent
one.
a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound.
Yes, so I shouldn't have played it like that.
It was you that poisoned me.
Don't take it personally. Kill or be killed. You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me if we work together.
What if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that
Kill
doesn't
another
require any
novice.
killing. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty.
Dude, let's try it some other way.
I don't agree. You need to die.
I'm sorry to hear that. I thought we could come to an agreement that left both of us alive.
Still suffering from poison.
Curse it!
Alright, I'm gonna play it different this time. Because the first time I've chosen the option to search for PIOS, I've chosen by mistake, telling him the plan. But I'm hungry.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you.
Thanks for help.
You don't know.
The easiest verification. Being punished. So I should be like...
I'm being punished. If it were up to me, I'd still be spending my days in taverns and my nights with whores.
I don't envy you. Unfortunately, you're here for the rest of your life.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite...
I suspected him from the beginning, man.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your... Make sure to read it this evening. Follow me closely. I'll explain.
Right.
Remember one word. Discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Bodily needs. I mean, you don't need to eat or sleep.
God be with you.
Yeah.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
I'm coming, don't worry.
Attention, brother.
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us much to the prior and the superiors, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
You must be silent. Get it?
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, the library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here. Will you tell me something?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother, and decided it's peaceful here.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask Brother Solarius. They say he used to be a thief.
I'd like to ask... Who's in charge?
Truthfully.
I see. Are there...
Yeah.
Alright, electable, blah blah blah. Already know about life here.
What are the roles?
They can be...
Who's in... Are there already... Just... Tell me something about...
Nevlas manages the monastery's property.
Why? Why is... Who would you...
Brother. Well, bro.
Ah, Gregor.
I'd like to ask...
That's it.
Well, that's all.
Pay
No.
more attention. Why such haste?
Because I need to sleep. It's almost dark. Where are the brothers? Whoops. Whoops. Not good, not good. They saw me. They're chasing me like a rabid dog. They want to put me down. Whoops. Whoops. Run away. Run away. They're gonna see you. Man, it's like, what the fuck, they're hunting me. It's crazy. This game is crazy, man.
Horrible, abominable waste of punch. You people have no respect for right.
Yo, Siskin.
My name's Greg.
Tell me something about you.
Call me Siskin.
We were no different.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see.
Will you tell me...
Look, nothing against you.
Are you hiding?
I'm hiding a lousy... I hate to... I was I've no head.
But you didn't...
No, not if I...
They must have realised you...
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to...
And you stashed away...
Indeed so.
What's your... That's all I... How is it that you...
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time.
I'd be in... Tell me about...
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius.
That's all. Who would...
Monastery will still be a monastery, no matter who's in charge. If you really want to talk more about it, ask Antonius.
Should I tell him? No, not anything about his stash. Brother,
I'm Gregor, a
novice.
I know. It was hard not to... And you are? Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to...
I'd like to know some...
I don't know much, but...
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually, I don't know much about him at all.
Sticker rules. Siskin.
Tell me about Antonio.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never...
You really don't know anything about anyone?
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Luke.
Meh.
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath.
If you could, who would you vote for to be...
But I can't vote, so what's the point of worry? Ask Ant...
What's your step, brother?
Novice Antonius, Siskin, Lucas. So it's combine free time before retiring. Judok.
Greetings, brother.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest...
I'm interested in the other...
Siskin.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Well, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time... I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me...
Sounds like you don't have much time.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think...
Antonius.
Do you know anything about
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is alright. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the...
I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circuitous who make the rounds despise him.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me. And you know what? I'm glad to be here.
Who would you...
Why do you care? We don't have the right to vote, so we should...
I'm just interested, that's all.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not our place to get involved. It's enough that Antonius...
I'm interested in... What can you tell me?
Well, he's always... I'm surprised...
Alright. Judok. Lucas. Antonius. Siskin. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm the 5th one.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and off.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything's the way it should be.
And when it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishments. But certainly you won't require correction.
I'd like to ask you something. Who's in charge of things?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good Lord will bless him.
And what happens when the old abbot...
Then we elect a new...
Are there any candidates?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Nevlas. On one side are brothers who'd like to see John as abbot. On the other, those who support...
Tell me about John.
John is the circator and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crozier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure.
He leads everything. I don't know, man.
I'd like to know about Nevlas.
Circator.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart... Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many...
Why does it matter?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own... The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and
I thought politics...
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery.
Tell me something about...
Prayer, work.
Can you tell me something?
7 centuries ago, Saint Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which the fundamental precepts are obedience, work and prayer. With...
Do you never want to know what's going...
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue and the grass is just as...
Yeah.
I'm interested in...
It was founded by Saint Procopius 500 years ago. After his death, heretics occupied the place for some time.
Heretics, you...
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals, in a language...
What are the roles of...
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators.
Of us, I mean.
What can you tell me?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic...
I meant something specific about...
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Antonius is hardworking and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who...
Can you leave?
Where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors...
Man, it's actually a prison. Can't get out.
Who would you like to be?
John, definitely. Compared to him, Nevlas is young and inexperienced. John...
Goodbye. Oops, time to go sleep. Ah, this is John.
Talk to me, brother.
About you in the election.
Ask me anything you want.
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Nevlas is weak and toothless. He's full of hot hair. How anyone could think he'd make a good abbot is beyond me. Enough.
I'd like to know what's going...
Well, the young brothers feel they don't have the same rights and responsibilities as we, who have spent much of our lives here. And what of it?
Yeah.
Nevlas is lying when he says he wants to right wrongs. All he cares about are...
cronies.
Thank you for answering. I'd like to ask...
Where can I find some belladonna? There should be some belladonna in here, right? Mint, St. John's.
It's not the first time. It's a mystery, but one that'll be soon solved. It's a wonder the prior doesn't
I don't
show
even know how it looks. And we should clear this garden. It's looks like shit. No, I'm not even rushed to pray. I'm just looking for belladonna. Blah blah blah. There's no belladonna here. It's almost time to go to sleep. So who's nervous? Brother Librarian.
What is it, brother?
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
Can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
Is there anything I can do to help here?
I'm glad.
Oh no.
Glad you asked. There's one.
And now it's gonna freeze. Not of love. And it's gonna freeze to death. Damn it! Well, game froze again. We'll be back with some YouTube chips. Wow. 1 minute or two in memory. Come on. So what should I try now? Water details, no. Volumetric, no. Vegetation detail, no. Post-processing quality, I'm gonna try. And the physics. And particles. Alright. Particles, physics. Post-processing. It's gonna look like shit, but I don't care. So let's go again.
Welcome, brother.
Thank. I'm being.
I don't envy you.
Would you tell? Let's go then.
Good. Follow me closely. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Yeah. Right, your stuff again. Wonderful.
Watch your step, brother. Watch your step.
So.
Come now. I don't want to still be showing you around at midnight.
Right.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
The garden.
A place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices.
Yeah.
So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect us.
Strict punishment. Yeah, I understand that.
The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how.
And that's all. Today you... If you need...
Thanks for showing... Will you tell...
It's...
So... I'd like to ask you... Who's in... Are there... Tell me... What? Who's
truthful?
I don't. This. Tell me.
No.
Why? Why? Well, that's all.
Okay.
What would you like?
Who would you choose?
Why should I even think about that when I don't...
Fine.
Pay more attention.
No way.
Step, brother.
Let's go to the garden and talk with
everyone's breath in the morning.
a few various dudes. Yo, Judok.
Greetings, brother. Greetings, see trouble.
I mean... Do you... I'd like...
Slow down there. Shirking their responsibilities.
Where are the others? What's this? Ah. Where are the others? Jadok.
He was stomping about like a bear.
Hmm. 8. 1 more hour. Monk, and more monks. Jadok. Antonius already talked with you. Nothing. Goodbye.
Why such haste? What's your step?
I don't want to watch my step. Leave me alone. Siskin.
My name's Greg.
Will you look?
Whatever.
What? That's. Tell me. I mean,
what?
That's. Who?
Huh.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks.
Lockpicks, eh? I won't ask what for.
That's hilarious. Alright. There's one more. Lucas. Europe. What the hell is it? Antonius.
What's your step, brother? In a rush to pray?
In a rush to pray.
Move it. Move it because I have to save my game. Sleep and save. For 1 hour. And then it's gonna be like sleep again, but I need to save my game. That's why I did it. So I need to talk with Lucas, and that's it. Name saved. Okay. Monk. Go to bed. Get to know the other voices. Alright. The other novices. Lucas, wake up.
Why are you waking me? Go away.
Ah. Fine. Well. Everybody's going to sleep. At this hour, man. Three and a half. Sure. At 4, I should go and get, well, the morning sermon, whatever, prayer. Well, wake up. I'm going to go pray.
Why are you waking me?
Time for prayer, brother. Time for prayer, brother. Boom. I'm here praying, singing, whatever, you know. Then we go eat. I'm at the church. Lucas, Judoc, Antonius, and Sis, whatever, it's nowhere to be found. Siskin. It's time for chow. It's time to eat. Brotherx.
This is not a good time.
Well, come on, it's about 6. Come on, mateys. It's chow time, I'm hungry. Let's go eat. Right. Brother Salarius. Never.
Slow down, brother.
John. Hit with the others, of course. So am I gonna get poisoned?
I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute and was humble, and kept silence even from good things. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment for sin make us avoid evil words.
Hilarious. Perfect.
Since the spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely be granted even to perfect disciples, even though it be for good, holy, edifying conversation. For it is written, in much speaking you will not escape sin. And in another place, death and life are in the power of the tongue. For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciples' part is to be silent and to listen. And for that reason, if anything has to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words, or words that move to laughter, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual ban. And for such conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on daily manual labor. Idleness is the enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that end, we think that the times for each may be prescribed as follows. From Easter until the
Whatever, man.
What troubles you?
When they come out from prime in the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary until about the 4th.
I'd like to ask you,
From the 4th hour until about
who's in charge?
Abbot Pete.
And what happens when the old...
Then,
after the 6th hour,
Are there any...
on one side are brothers who'd like to see John as abbot. On the other,
I'd like to know about...
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here.
Tell me about...
John is a circator, and the old...
Why does it matter?
Because the future direction of the older brothers...
Yeah.
You're right.
Are there... Tell me... Can you...
And what?
I'm... Heretics, you...
They wanted to worship God.
What are the roles of...
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior and the sub-prior, the librarian, the... As a novice, you should be particularly mindful...
What can you tell me...
What can I say? You're here...
I meant something specific about...
But you know them yourself? Yodok is an odd one. Antonius is hardworking and will help with anything. But praise...
Can you...
Where would...
Who would you like?
Brother John, obviously. No one...
I'm looking for something a little...
unorthodox,
unorthodox.
And what would...
A weapon? No. Wine?
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lockpicks? And what would you like those for?
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left.
So what do you want for them?
For food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
20 lockpicks. Well, I don't have anything to sell. For now.
What do you desire?
You have some interesting skills for a monk.
What's there to tell? We were all young and foolish once. I was a student in Prague, completely broke, living from hand to mouth and studying all day.
So you turned to stealing?
I set about securing a livelihood as best I could. A goose, some new shoes, a bit of coin to spend with my friend. Without that little bit extra, I'd never have completed my studies.
Exactly.
I would have turned into a beggar. And who else do you know that can say he's serving God thanks to...
No one, brother.
I'd like to ask you...
Oh shit.
I'm looking for...
And what?
I need to get some...
You're not the only one. But I have to keep records of all the casks, and the prior checks on them. He'd notice any loss straight away. Just like our food, everything's rationed. So I'm sorry, but I'll have to disappoint...
A weapon. I don't think there are any weapons in here.
No, nothing really, come to think.
Such conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say, he should show them all that is good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required.
Well, his
Make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless...
So I need to get him some food. So that means stealing food from...
Shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but Since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of silence, the well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition first and second time.
Whatever, I'm gonna get dressed.
Hard, proud,
Yeah,
and disobedient characters, he should curb at the very beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments. Knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on daily manual labor. Idleness is the enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that end, we think that the times for each may be prescribed as follows. From Easter until the calends of October. When they come out from prime in the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary until about the
He's still talking.
and from the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to read.
Servus.
After the 6th hour, having left the table, let them rest on their beds in perfect silence. Or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather early, at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned a task or craft of such a nature as to keep them from idleness, and at the same time not to overburden them or drive them away with excessive toil. Their weakness must be taken into consideration by the abbot.
Blah blah blah. Whatever, mate. Common meal. 8. Work in the factory. Assigned by Brother Nebulous. Well, I'm gonna ask about Lucas a little later. Where's the factory? Where is the damn factory? Well, this is the factory. What's with the damn lighting? Charles the Fourth. Purpose and King Bench. Provost. I know a thing about alchemists. Nebulous. Well, I wanted to talk with you. Let's see what your ideas are.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulous, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my job to ensure the monks live a humble life, and that any surpluses go to the poor. But in reality, I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction of a new church don't swallow up the few resources we have left.
I'm interested in the election of the new abbot.
You're not alone. Everyone's so worked up about that they spent no time considering how they could make the monastery a better place now. Many brothers think more about their stomachs than prayer. The older brethren bend the rules of the order to make them fit their interests. So, to balance the scales, they want the novices to lead exemplary lives. Sin abounds here, just as in the outside world.
What sins are you talking about?
The scripture says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." I'm sorry, Gregor, it's not my place to speak of.
Tell me something about how the new abbot will...
A new abbot has to be elected once the old one dies. All the brethren can vote, with the exception of novices. The abbot's crozier will be conferred on whoever is chosen, and he'll take the vow. When he becomes abbot, a monk spends most of his time dealing with politics outside the monastery, instead of actually leading the monastery. But he still maintains a fundamental influence on life here.
Can you tell me about Abbot Peter?
Peter's wise in the ways of politics and a good shepherd, but as you've already heard, he's old and infirm. The other brothers see him with one foot in the grave, but I still have hope for him. But you, brother, don't let yourself get involved in the games of your superiors.
With what?
I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Shit, and I can't open that.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna,
the one I had,
universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book is the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the three wise men were from the East, were they not?
Yeah. Can I find it?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps...
He gives you all the clues, man.
Why can't you do it yourself?
Because I'm one of the highest ranking monks here, and one day I'd like to become abbot. Can you imagine me crawling around in the black of...
You could just ask for it.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried? Unfortunately,
Cyril, maybe I should ask Cyril.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. They say Brother Solarius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and...
Is there any way I could help you get elected? Somehow tip the scales in your favour?
What would you like to do? Climb up the tower and shout, vote for Netherlands, vote for...
Not exactly.
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother. Just like you, but there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great deal of iniquity here in the monastery.
Iniquity.
I'd be interested to hear of anything.
Should I find out for you what's going on around here?
Let me make this clear. I want to base my candidacy on putting things in order. But if I don't know exactly what's wrong, then my promises are just empty slogans.
Very good then.
Thank you, brother.
What do you want me to find out?
I'd be interested to hear about any iniquity in the monastery.
I'd like to ask...
Galiminund. This game will let you avenge your parents. Yeah, man. It's going from one quest to another and another. Grundfos. Just completed the main quest. You finished the game, like? Congratulations.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it.
So what do I need to do?
To prepare 2 marigold decoctions.
Easy peasy,
Once
man.
you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
Sure. Marigold decoctions. Do I have enough time? Man, it's like in prison here. From 8 to 12. Ah. Alright. So, I still have a lot of time. Marigold decoction. I don't know this one by heart. So let's look. Poison. Cockerel. I've never seen this potion before. He whose eyelids are falling, his body ceases to serve him, and get hands before him along there, let him bring his potion and restore his energy.
It's not the first time.
It's a mystery, one that will soon be solved. It's a wonder the prior...
You can actually learn something useful in life, like Grundfos, not enough combat main quests. Grundfos. If you do secondary quests, as in dispose of the bandits, you will have a lot of fighting, trust me. I killed all the bandits, and the last ones were, man, really hard. So, let's see what else. Merhoyed, Nighthawk, Lullaby, Box Blood, Quavitalis. Lullaby for sleeping, Nighthawk for seeing in the dark. Ah, I should do one Nighthawk. Cave Mushroom, Eyebright, Belladonna. I don't have any. Merhoid Remedy, Valerian, Thistle, Charcoal. Valerian. Thistle. Dude, I don't have the thistle.
In a rush to pray?
What the fuck? How am I gonna do this if I don't have all the items? Oh, I was looking at the wrong... Yeah, Nether and Marigold. Boom. Well, let's do some. I just used the bow if it got a little too hard. Yeah, didn't use the bow a lot. Alright, so water, 1 needle to marigold. Drop the needle in the water and cook for 1 turn. Leave to cool, but don't boil it. Rub the needle. Cook for 1 turn. It says cook, not boil it. Marigold. That's the easiest one to do, man. Just listen to that music, like they are haunting me. That quest to find Markvart never is finished. Also, dude, don't tell me what happens. Well, I'm gonna prepare one more. So let's see. Needle, marigold, boom. Get the needle. Oh, water. I'm gonna do a few, just for fun. Grab the needle. Boom. Cook it. Let it cool. Grab the marigold. So Galime, what else do you play like this game besides Witcher 3? Et voila. Right. Well, I did my chores. Brother Nicholas, here's the...
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
Submit the potion.
Is there any way I could help you get elected?
What would you like to do?
Not exactly.
John isn't mine, but there is something you could...
That doesn't sound...
Pity?
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
Alright, so I should have 4 more. Somewhere. 6. Good. It's enough. So now what? Should I do more stuff? You need anything else for me to do, mister?
What troubles you?
Environment is amazing. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Especially when brewing stuff. It's crazy. Stop it with the music, man. It creeps me out. Too bad I can't find any belladonna here. Bandage. Well, I will get the bandages. Comfrey, dandelion, marigold, mint, needle. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take 10 of each. I'm not gonna take everything. And I could do more potions. What should I do? Temsia. Strong spirit induces daydreams. Bitter and good for digestion. Daydreams. Wormwood sage. Antidote. I definitely don't have the charcoal. Bane potion, that's poison. Beefar's rage. Cube mushroom. Nope. Digestive. Chamomile and mint. Let's do this. I think I have the chamomile, right? We need spirits, a handful of mint, and 2 of chamomile. Alright, let me read it. Grind the chamomile. Chamomile. Sima for one. What the hell is Sima for 1 turn? Chamomile. Good. Spirits. We need spirits of handful of mint and 2 of chamomile. Grind the chamomile. Spirits. That's wine. Oh, spirits. I just knocked the monastery, killed PIOS and left. Here I'm trying to avenge my opponent, never happened. Well, I'm doing it the hard way, man. Grind the chamomile, drop everything in the cauldron. Alright, so grind it. Oh, wait. I don't know what simmer is. What is simmer? My face? Ah. Well, my game crashed, so I restarted the stream and my camera won't start each time, so I need to close the program I'm using and then start all over again. Simmer for 1 turn. Good. I don't know what simmer is, but maybe. Let me drop some mint. 1 mint. Digestion. Alright. Next. Digestive potion. Cockerel. Valerian and mint. I could do the cockerel. Spirits. Valerian to mint. Boil the mint for 1 turn. Grind the mint. 2 mint. Well, spirits. You said. So, grind the mint, boil the mint for 1 turn. Grind the mint, 2 mint. Oh, again? Come on, man. 2 minutes. One and 2. Grind the mint. Boil the mint for 1 turn. Okay. Boil. Got it. Add the Valerian and for 2 more turns. 1 Valerian. One. So. And then distill. Kalimir, no. I mean, I had sex with Larissa, but don't tell me anything more, man. How much time now? Wait, 2 times. Cockerel potion. Alright, next. What else? Savior Schnapps, I don't have Belladonna. Marigold, I did. Merhoyed, no. Nighthawk, no. Lullaby Herb, nope. Dandelion Comfrey and John's Wort. I could do the box blood. Oil. Grind the St. John's Wort. Oil. St. John's Wort. And it said grind, right? St. John's Wort. 1, 1. Grind it. Drop the St. John's Wort and comfrey into the cauldron. I should hurry. Boil for 1 turn. With the cool, add the tender to not boil. At the dandelions, is it 1 or 2? Or 3? It said 1 dandelion, what the hell? I think they will make a sequel, man. Definitely, but imagine it, they took them like 3, 4, 5 years, I don't even know, man. I could do the Aqua Vitalis, but I think I'm gonna do it later. Yeah, I know I'm neglecting my daily schedule. Leave me alone. So I need to go into work in the library as some bad brother library. I need to say, I thought I had a okay, he saw me. I'm gonna go sleep. Like, save the game. I don't care. Shit, that's the library. Fuck. I need to save it. The guard is coming. Damn it. I need to save the game.
Books must be in that cabinet.
It's opened. Good thing I've unlocked it. Yes, I'm... Dude!
Brother?
I'm in the freaking...
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working...
Paladins.
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to.
Really? I'll pretend...
I'm Gregor and I'm new.
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony. I have a feeling we'll be...
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule. Does that...
when it's not the way it should...
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment.
Goodbye. I need to save the game, so leave me alone. Let me save my game. Oh, they're hunting me. Those bastards. Dude, I want to sleep and save my game. Just let me save my game. It loves to crash on me. So, Galime, did the game crash on you? Saved. Great. Excellent. Now let's see. Let's hurry up. Work in the library, assemble the librarian. Work in the library. What the hell is that library? I know I'm neglecting. Leave me alone. No. You didn't see me. You're imagining things. This is the library. Where the fuck is the library? Oh wait, doesn't tell me. Quests. Whatever. The scriptorium. Okay. Whoops. Brother who? Brother Cyril, scriptorium. Fucking man. You're gonna chase me. That bastard. Scriptorium. Ah, shit. Stop chasing me, dude. No, 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 you ain't gonna catch. Ah, fuck, he caught me.
Brother, what are you doing here?
You know it.
I definitely was there. I did come a little...
Really?
Yeah. So where the fuck? Here it is. Lying to that bastard. Where is brother whatever his name is? Brother Brian, monk, monk, monk. Where the fuck is Sirius?
Get away from that camp. The book's still in there, out of your eyes to see.
The hell is brother Cyril? Jesus Christ, man. Monk. Ah, maybe I need to
Praise be to Christ.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything I can do to help here?
I'm glad you asked. There's one thing, a silly thing really. I haven't thought to mention it to anyone before, but not long ago, a brother brought me a crumpled piece of parchment. He says he found it rolled up in a hole in the wall. The thing is, it was a page from Ovid.
Ovid? What is that?
What is Ovid?
Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
Wow.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
The Art of Love, eh?
Good. I'll look around.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all
10 pages, my
I'll be most
God.
grateful.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it.
Because of sex.
But as I was saying,
right?
he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Yeah. Should be banned.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere, from the garden to the refectory.
I've heard there are some forbidden books locked up in the library.
That's correct. They're here, safely hidden away from anyone who might be tempted to read them.
Could a book be prohibited by mistake? Maybe a good book or a useful one?
No errors are made.
Really?
Every book on the prohibited list is there for a reason. Who am I to doubt the wisdom of Mother Church?
How does a book become? Yeah, exactly.
Forbidden works are full of heresy and blasphemy and witchcraft. If you ask me, we should burn them immediately, not archive them.
Could I look at that? It's gonna be like, no, why should you do that? Never.
What if I just wanted to take a peek? Could I?
You could not. They are libri prohibiti, and the only people permitted access to them are the abbot.
Try to cajole him.
Not even if I were to beg or promise a favour in return?
If you could prove to me that you truly like books, then maybe.
I don't need to hear anything else.
So I need to give him the book.
Is it possible to learn something about the other novel?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
Right.
I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
Come on, this should be simple. Start. Well, let's quest. Where's the book? Good. Well, so he didn't give me any book. I mean, really? Where's the book? Jesus Christ, dude. You forgot to give me the book, man. Where are you?
Ah, Gregor.
I'd like to ask... Who's in charge of it?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of...
And what happens when the old...
Then we elect...
Alright, fine. Well, looks like I need to do this blindly. So does the... Or maybe... Is it in here? Are you reading the book? No? Alright, fine. Maybe it's in here. So let's see. So this is the book. Gum et dim G2 gum et dim dina domination. Jesus Christ, man, look at the writings. Gum et min domination. Eternaliter. Contemplando. Yeah, this is the one. Vendi Wendo. Oh, it could be Wendo. No, yeah, Vendi. It's Vendi for sure. Vendi auto whatever. That's a U for sure. Auctoritatem celunque claudendiatque perendi potestatem. What if it's vendo? Selumie. Selumie da vendiauque apriendi potentatorum tradis. No, this is the one for sure. Vendi autoritatem. Selunc. I don't see Selum velo. I see Selum. Could be Selumia. Dendi. Dan Vendi. It should be this one, Antus appiendi potentatem et diti. Dude, it's so hard. But I think it's the first one, it's Vendi, but I'm not sure about the others. Autoritatem, Vendi autoritatem. So for sure it's not antitotatem. Antitoriratem. Nope. Autoritatem. For sure it's the first one. Try to avenge your parents is impossible. Yeah. Ramus ut vi. Ramus ut vi. Ranus. No. Ramus ut vi. Ramus vi. Ti renorum. Ut vi. Eternum. Ascentum carnabulis. Carnalium. Carnaliumve. Liumve. Yeah, I think this is the one. Desiderarum. Pondere gravarum. This one. Well, let's see what we did. It's a hard life, man. It's not easy. But it's my first time. Read what? Well, let's see if I did it correctly or I'm gonna be in trouble.
Very well done, my lad.
Okay, that was good. Now what? Let's see. work in the factory. Okay, no, work in the library as I'm a librarian. I did. Afternoon worship at 4. Worship. Afternoon worship. Yeah. I think I have 1 hour of sleeping, so I'm gonna save the game again. I've finished my chores, leave me alone. Oh shit, he's coming! The bastard is coming for me. No, ain't gonna get me. Ah, I wanted to talk with you.
I'm Gregor. And you are?
Lucas.
I'd like to know...
I don't...
What can you tell me?
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually.
Ah, fuck it.
You really don't know...
Don't get up.
I need to get the furniture. La, you don't see me. I'm neglecting. Well, as long as I'm doing my duties, I don't care. Oh no, I should have enough. Perfect. Well, dude, I'm gonna get something to eat. I'll be back. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed my stream, and also subscribe to my channel to see when I go online or again. I'm also on Facebook, so I will write on Facebook when I'm starting streaming. So yeah. All right, be back in half an hour or 1 hour, something like that. And you take care of yourself, man. Me. Don't get too frustrated with this game. Nah, I'm gonna chill, man. I always chill. Alright, be back.